Hello, and welcome to this training here. My name is Grant with TempleAdSolutions, and this is going to be the real solution, how to get everything that you want. This is going to be an awesome video here. I'm excited to share this with you. I put together a little presentation just so we can follow along here, and I'll make sure I leave this Google Slides in either the document that you have for this or the back office. Wherever you're viewing this, I'll make sure that I have these slides accessible to you. So you can take a peek at them at any time, and you can reference this video at any point as well. But what are we going to be covering on this topic today? How to get everything you want. And the first thing that we're going to touch on, and this is really what it's all going to be about, it's all kind of going to be under this umbrella here, is mindset. And mindset is crucial to your success in this industry here. And the reason I say that is because your overall approach and how you are going to do this is going to determine the success and the outcomes that you actually have with this. So the mindset is the most important part in all of this. It really, really is. The concepts that you're learning, it's not rocket science. They're not overly difficult, but they're simple. But this is hard. It's not easy, right? You really have to have the right approach. You have to have discipline. There's a bunch of things. And you could talk about mindset. You could have a week-long seminar about this. But I'm just going to try to compress it into a few-minute video here just so you know things that you're going to have to look out for, things that you're going to have to work on yourself to really have success specifically with what we're talking about here, which is online marketing, having your own business, and becoming an entrepreneur. So we're going to keep this brief. You're going to leave us some great information, and this is going to be life-changing for you. So first, let's start. What is mindset? And mindset is the established set of attitudes held by someone, by definition, right? Now, even taking a deeper dive into that, right? Really, your mindset in this is going to be the overall approach you take with this, or your frame of thinking when you're going through this. Now, why is this important? Because mindset plays a significant role in actually determining your life's outcomes. And your mindset is your way of thinking, the way you approach things, the way you're going to be going about this, and it's going to be monumental for your success here. It really, really is. And one thing that I do want you to really note and accept is that your way of doing things, your line of thinking, has you where you are right now, right? And if you want to be somewhere different, the first thing that you're going to have to change is really how you view things, how you look at things, and your overall mindset about it. So, why you should care about this is because mindset is the biggest reason that people actually fail in this industry here. It's not because learning affiliate marketing is the hardest thing in the world. It's not rocket science. The concepts are relatively simple, honestly, but it's not easy, right? You don't have a boss standing over your shoulder telling you what to do. You don't have a structure necessarily already in place. It's something you're going to create. You have to be disciplined, and having the right mindset when going into this is really going to help you succeed. It's going to help you not quit. And I think if you could listen to anyone that's successful in this space here, they would say this is 90% mental, right? Anyone can learn the actual skill sets. You still need to learn it, sure. But you really need to have the right approach and the right mindset long-term to really make this work. And that is something that a lot of people don't have, right? They come in with expectations, or they keep doing the same exact things that they're doing that has them here in the first place, looking for different answers. But they'll look for different answers and take the same exact approach that they've taken with everything else in life that has them right where they're at right now. And this is why it's so important. You need to think differently to really have success with anything, quite frankly. But we're talking about online marketing, affiliate marketing, online business. So we're just going to keep it to that. Mindset is crucial to your success in this industry right here. So a word to the wise. If you think that you do not need this, or you're eye rolling right now, or you're thinking about skipping and going to the next video, you need this more than anyone. Okay, if you think that this is something that you do not need to work on, you absolutely are the first person that needs to start working on this right now, because mindset is going to be the most important factor in all of this, and I cannot understate this. everything that we cover here is going to be under the umbrella of mindset. But what I'm going to do is follow along in the slides here. We got a couple different things that we're going to touch on under this. And the first one is accountability. Now, accountability is the willingness to accept responsibility for your circumstances. And the sooner that you realize that no one is coming to save you and this is all up to you, you can really start internalizing the accountability. Look, let's just be real. Where you are right now is a direct result of the choices you've made and the decisions that you've made in the past, right? And that's where you are right now. And for me, I made this realization quite a few years ago. Without getting too far into details, I made some bad choices when I was in my early 20s. I really, really did. And I found myself in a very bad spot in life. And I wanted to blame it on the circumstances around me or other people or whatever, right? Whatever I could blame it on besides myself, that's what I was doing. But what I came to realize is that all of it was my fault. Where I was completely a result of the decisions I had made and the choices that I have made. And the sooner that you take responsibility for where you are right now and you realize that, no one's coming to save you and you and only you have the power to start making the changes in your life that you want to see. People can help you along the way. They can, but they can't help you if you don't want to help yourself, right? So hold yourself accountable at this point, because this is all going to be up to you. Look, cause and effect is a simple concept. I know you've heard it before, right? But again, this just plays into decisions you make are resulting in your outcomes. And the sooner that you become aware of these things and start hyper focusing on even the small decisions that you're making, the better off that you're going to be. All right, accountability, it's tough, right? It's really taking inventory and saying, all right, this is my fault. And even if, the circumstances around me were, some variables come into play and it's things that you weren't expecting. And even if it necessarily wasn't your fault, how you respond to these things that happen, that is up to you, right? And the more that you say, hey, everything is my fault, everything is a result of what I'm doing, it gives you the actual control that you're looking for, right? You want to be in control of your circumstances. It starts right within saying, hey, I'm accountable for everything that happens in my life, everything, whether it's, your life, your business, your relationships, whatever it is, you and only you are fully accountable for that. Because in reality, no one can change things for you. It is 100% up to you to make a difference in your life. No one can do it for you, even if they wanted to, right? I know you've been in a bad circumstance at some point where, your parents, your friends, your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever it is, right? They all want to help you and they're doing everything they can to help you. But if you know darn well that if you don't want to help yourself, there is absolutely nothing that they can do for you. Really, what you need to work on is accountability. And that's going to be massively important for your business here, because when it's your business, I mean this when I say it, no one else is going to help you, right? Maybe you can hire some help, but even them, it is not going to be the same as if it's yours. You and only you will need to be fully accountable for everything that happens within your business. And the sooner you realize that, the easier it's going to be to actually have success. All right, so accountability is extremely, extremely important when going through something like this and approaching online business and entrepreneurship. So take that part seriously and start working on accountability. Okay? Next thing that we're going to touch on is clarity, right? After you realize that mindset is important, you're taking accountability for your actions. Now you actually need to become clear, gain clarity. So what is clarity? Is the clearness of thought or style, lucidity. Okay, so what I mean by clarity in this specific circumstance, you always want to have clarity, right? All right, do I feel clear on everything that's going on and what approach do I take with it? But let's talk about just specifically here with your online business and trying to get what you want in life. What is your why? Why are you here? Why are you doing this? right? The sooner that you can become clear on your why and really what you're looking to change, it's going to help you, because once you become clear on where you are and you become clear on where you actually want to be, you can create a clear path on how to actually get there. I think there's a saying, it's impossible to hit an invisible target, right? So if you have no idea where you are and you have no idea where you're aiming for, you definitely can't have a clear path on how to get there. So what you're going to want to figure out here, and really take some time with this, do some self-reflection, write it down, talk with your family, whatever it is, you need to become clear on exactly what's driving you to actually want to change and where do you want to end up by making the changes. Once you're clear on those sort of things, you can actually start taking actionable steps on how to get there, right? And part of this is figuring out the lifestyle that you actually want to live. Take an assessment of this and say, all right, what do I want out of life, right? And figure that out. And this isn't for everyone, right? I know if you're here, more than likely you want to have time freedom, location freedom, start approaching financial freedom. Obviously, that's a very, very long term goal, but being able to work when you want and where you want is a huge thing that people are looking for when going into this. I know that's what I was looking for, right? Sure, I'm working towards my own financial freedom, right? Well, that takes a while to get there. You don't get financially free overnight, right? But you can take control of your time and location freedom. And if that's something, as a part of the lifestyle that you really want to live, then you need to become clear on that. And if that's not what you want, that is quite okay as well. If what's important to you is helping people all day long, and being able to, um, I don't know, like nursing, right? That's what you're passionate about. Maybe location freedom and time freedom isn't exactly what you're looking for, but you're looking for the fulfillment that you get from being able to help people in that way. That is completely okay, right? Just you need to become really, really clear again on where you are now and where you want to be, and what the lifestyle that you want is actually going to look like. Okay. And you can start working your way backwards. All right, what's the long-term goal? How do I want my life to look? I want to design my lifestyle. We got to be clear on what that actually is first, so you can start learning the things that's going to make that possible, right? Established goals. Okay. So, all right, what are some long-term goals that I have? What are some kind of median goal? It's not the right word. You know what I mean? Halfway there, right? What are some not long-term goals, in the middle goals, right? Tripping up here, and again, I'm not going to edit this. This is just me straight through here. And then short-term goals, right? But once you have established goals, they're actually measurable, and you can really start working towards them, right? If you don't have any sort of goals that you're working towards, it's really hard to start taking the right steps to get there. So you really need to get clarity, get the full picture. Right? What do I want? What's the lifestyle I want? What are some goals that I need to make happen? And the more clarity you get on this, I'm telling you, it is significantly easier to get to where you want to be. Kind of just have a blindfold on, you have no idea what you want to do, it's extremely difficult to actually get there, right? And that seems super obvious, but it's true. All right, now the next thing that you're going to want to focus on, now you're clear on where you want to be, right? You have the lifestyle you want in your mind, you know what that is. In this case, if you're here, you want to have the time freedom, the location freedom, working your way towards financial freedom, like we said. So now, what skill sets are needed to actually make that lifestyle you want become a reality? And that's that's important in this, right? I mean, you could, if you, again, kind of back to the nursing thing. If your goal is to help people all day, what skill sets do you need? Help people in that medical sense all day. What skill sets do you need? All right, you need to go become a good nurse. You need to learn it. You need to educate yourself. In this case, when you're looking for time freedom, financial freedom, being able to work when you want and where you want, being able to travel, spend more time with your family, when these are the things that you're looking for out of your lifestyle, you need to learn the skill sets that's actually going to match that lifestyle, right? You could go become I don't know, a lawyer, but you're going to be in court all day. You might make a lot of money, but you're going to be in court all day, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you have to become clear on what it is that you want and learn the skill sets that's actually going to make that possible. So, what are skill sets? A person's range of skills or abilities, right? And you have skill sets right now, and it's pretty honestly, it's pretty simple once it comes down to it. Learning online marketing and entrepreneurship skills, it's not all that difficult. I'm telling you, if you've gone to any sort of college, you've taken calculus or even advanced algebra, um, anatomy, chemistry, any of these things, honestly, it's more difficult conceptually than marketing, right? And that's why this mindset's so important. You're not learning these crazy hard skill sets. It takes work for sure, and you have to learn it, but they're not overall difficult concepts. But you really need to learn these skill sets. And the best skill sets right now, I believe in 2022 and going forward here for years to come, is going to be digital marketing, sales, content creation. These are all things that you're going to be learning within online business, online marketing, entrepreneurship. And if you become skillful at any of these, this will match up to the lifestyle that you want to live, which is working when you want, where you want, traveling, spending time with your family, whatever those things are. That lifestyle that you want to live is going to be a direct result of how skillful you have become, right? So things that you're going to want to focus on if you're looking to live that sort of lifestyle that I just said is, again, digital marketing, right? What's a part of digital marketing? There's creating sales funnels, there's email marketing, there's lead generation, there's content creation, there's copywriting, sales. How can you talk one-on-one and communicate with someone and really diagnose and figure out their need and provide them with a solution for that problem? And content creation, let's just be real right now. Content creation is probably the easiest freaking thing you can do. I mean that when I say it. It's the simplest thing you could do, I say. It's not easy to create good content, right? It's a skill set. That being said, there is content creators out there. They are just making content. They're getting brand deals. They're doing UGC, a ton of different things. But content creation is also going to be absolutely essential if you're doing marketing. And the quicker that you become good at these skill sets, the faster the lifestyle you want really can become a reality. And it's not going to happen until then. I see so many people take this approach. So many people I've talked with thousands of people at this point who are looking to start an online business. And they do not actually want to learn the skill sets. They want the results of having the skill sets, but they don't actually want to learn it. They want someone to tell them what to do, how to do it, right? And just click a couple buttons and get a money printer. That's not how it works. It's not. You need to actually develop the skill sets. And I'm going to give you an example. So the first thing that I did to actually earn money online was drop shipping. Okay. I came home from a long day of work. I YouTubed how to make money online. And what did I come across? I came across drop shipping. Honestly, there was a great YouTube video. It was like 2 hours long. The gentleman did a fantastic job walking step by step on how to set up a Shopify store, how to get products, how to run Facebook ads, all these sorts of things, right? Step by step. It was a great video. It really was. I did everything to a T. I set up my store. I picked my product. I spent hours talking with, people from China trying to get the product. Created my Facebook ads. Ran it. No results. No results at all, right? My first campaign, no results at all. Spent $500 or $600 on ads and did not make anything back. I thought to myself, why? Why? I did everything that video told me to do. Well, someone told me what to do. I should have gotten results. But the reality was I wasn't any good at what I was doing. I didn't have the skill sets to actually pull off what I was being told to do. Right? A heart surgeon could tell me exactly what I need to do to do a heart surgery. Do you think I'd be able to do it? Absolutely not. I don't have the skill sets to actually pull that off. And it's no different when doing something like online marketing, you need the skill sets to actually make this work. And if anyone is telling you any different, if they're saying you don't need to learn this, you just need to do X, Y, and Z, they are absolutely setting you up for failure. And the other reason that this is so important, skill sets set you up long term, right? Right now, it's because I've developed the skill sets, I will be okay for the rest of my life. Okay. And what I mean by that, I've got a business up and running right now. If for whatever reason this business blew up, went to nothing, I could do it again. I would start over and I would do it all again because I have the skill sets to actually make this work. Whether it's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the road, these skill sets are something that I now have and no one can take from me. Right? Everything else can go. People can take almost anything from you. The government, whatever it is, can take it from you, but they cannot take your skill sets. That is why learning this is absolutely important, imperative to your success in this industry. And if you do not take that seriously, I promise you, you will not have long-term success. Okay. And that's a mindset part, right? All right. What skill sets do I need to have? Am I clear on where I want to be? Am I clear on the lifestyle I want? What skills do I need to have to actually pull that off, right? There's no secret to success. Once you have the skill sets, the lifestyle you want can become a reality. Okay, now you know what you need to do. All right, you know what you need to do. How do you actually develop the skill sets? It's education. That's just a part of it, right? Education, the process of receiving systematic instruction. Look, the best way to get educated in online marketing right now, starting your own business, entrepreneurship, is online courses, trainings, programs in the e-learning space. This is how you develop actual skill sets. You get a training, something that has, a course and community, somewhere to get feedback. This is how you develop the actual skill sets that you're going to need to really make this work. Right? I'm telling you right now, you're not going to find everything for free on YouTube. Me personally, and I'm not just telling you something that I don't do myself. I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on my education, learning certain skill sets so I can now enjoy the lifestyle that I have. I'm not even saying you need to spend thousands. I'm just making the point that you should not be afraid to invest into your education and actually use that to learn the skill sets. Okay? Because this is how it happens. You go through a training, you start implementing some of that, you receive feedback from the community, you make adjustments, you do it again, you receive feedback, right? It's like playing basketball, right? Someone could tell you what to do. Someone could give you the handbook on how to play basketball, right? That's the course, that's the training, but you have a coach there. You have teammates. You go and you practice every day. You get feedback. You scrimmage. All these sorts of things. This is how you actually do it, and that's no different here. Your education is going to be extremely, extremely important. And look, let's just be real. I have not talked to a single person that is successful in the online space that has not invested in themselves and their education. Anyone who tells you they've learned everything for free on YouTube is either lying to you or they are an absolute outlier in this. Absolute outlier, right? That is very, very rare that you're just going to spend all your time on YouTube sifting through thousands and millions of videos and seeing what's good information versus what's bad information. Look, save yourself some time with whatever's within your means, right? Whatever that is. You can get courses for like $2. Just pay for it, do it, learn it, get the right information, and move on and keep going. All right. Again, successful entrepreneurs, they invest in themselves and their skill sets. I promise you, if you listen to anyone, go follow entrepreneurs on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. They have all invested in learning. And that's not even just the beginning. You just learn different things as you get more successful. I've worked, next to people that have made millions of dollars, and they just invest in mentors that have done more than them. So, look, if you want to be serious about this and you don't want to waste a ton of your time, invest in your education so you can actually develop the skill sets to make the lifestyle you want really become a reality. Okay? It's no different than anything else in life. You need to learn. Anyone who tells you that you can skip this part is lying to you. Okay, you need to learn. It's extremely obvious, but I say it anyway. You need to learn the skill sets. All right. Again, now you know exactly what you need to do. You know how to develop your skill sets. Here come the old limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs is a state of mind or beliefs about yourself that restricts you in some sort of way. The first thing, look, you're going to need to do a lot of work in this. I still do to this day. We all do, right? But the first thing is to become aware and identify your limiting beliefs. Okay? You need to show yourself self-compassion moving forward here, right? You need to move on from them. And this takes a lot of work. What are some limiting beliefs? I'm not good enough. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. This person has something that I don't. I'm not smart enough to figure this out. Whatever those are, right? The stories that we tell ourselves in our head about why we can't do something. You really, really need to work on these. Okay. It's going to be extremely beneficial. And honestly, you'll start to feel better. You'll have more self-esteem. You'll have more confidence once you start shaking those limiting beliefs. And the first thing you can do is really do some self-assessment, some self-awareness, and figure out what your limiting beliefs are. Because once you become aware of them and they start creeping up, you at least know that it's a limiting belief. Still might be there, still going to be hard to work through, but you'll know what it is, and that will be crucial to your success. One of the little cheat codes that you can use to start changing those limiting beliefs is to change the input that's going in. Why is that important? Because your thoughts control your feelings control your actions, and your actions control your outcomes. If you can start changing the input that goes in on a daily basis, you can change your thoughts, will change your feelings, will change your actions, and help you get different outcomes. Okay? What are some things that you can do to change input? Motivational podcasts, learning from people in the space that you're trying to be successful in, even if it's just a half hour a day, right? Replace the half hour you watch the news or scroll Instagram with a motivational speech or a reading a book from someone who's successful, listening to a podcast, right? These are things that you can do where the more you hear that people are successful in what you're trying to do, the more you're going to believe it's actually possible for yourself. And you can start knocking down some of those limiting beliefs. All right. So in conclusion, I wanted to keep it brief here. Okay. This is so important, and you should individually work on each one of these slides. Right. I'm not going super into depth on it. I'm just making you aware of what you're going to need to work on mindset wise to really make this work. But a person who has taken full accountability, become extremely clear on what they're looking to accomplish, invested in themselves, became educated, became skillful, and overcame their limiting beliefs is a person that is primed and ready to achieve anything and everything they want in life. And look, this is an ongoing process. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm telling you, working on your mindset is going to be the most critical thing that you can do in your online business journey, your entrepreneurship journey. Okay, so take this part seriously. Do a lot of work with this. And this doesn't stop. It's not a month of work and your mindset's fixed. I've been doing this for years. It's every single day. It's continual. You're always going to be working on it. And the better you get at actually developing your mindset is going to lead to more success, more money, more time freedom, location freedom, all these things that you're looking for. All right. So look, on the next video here, it's going to be some awesome stuff. I'm going to show you some secrets here that I'm excited to share with you. So I hope you enjoyed this training here. Again, keep working on the mindset. We'll see you on the next video.